Pop quiz. How do you avoid American tariffs on imported German cars? That's easy. Don't import them from Germany. This is the all-new 2025 BMW X3. And like the old one and most of BMW's SUVs sold in the United States, this is built in South Carolina, so don't be worrying about any tariffs on this. At least on the completed vehicle. A lot of its parts come from around the world. It might get hit with tariffs on their way to the factory, but the vehicle itself, scot-free. The X3 is available in two models. You have this 30 xDrive, which starts at $50,676, and the higher performance M50 xDrive that's about 15 grand more. We'll just be checking out the xDrive 30 today, which, as its name suggests, comes standard with all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission, plus a hybrid powertrain. It's the mild hybrid variety, so it doesn't operate in fully electric mode, but combines a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with an electric motor that gives it some assist. 2025 X3 is only a little larger than the old one, but has a very new look. Along with an unusually long hood for a crossover SUV, the body has a slab flush look, accented by these aggressive rocker panels. While the twin kidney grille isn't a grille at all, it's mostly a panel for sensors with this unique diagonal design. The diagonal motif continues on the interior, which has so many angles, you might think MC Escher designed it. Of course, it has dual digital displays like pretty much every new vehicle these days, here in a single frame that's curved on the right side to face the driver, as BMW center stacks usually do. And it is the primary interface for most of the car's functions. There aren't too many physical controls other than these knobs next to the gear selector toggle. This does have some interesting controls for the vents, the likes of which you may have never seen before. The vents in the center are hidden in this slot, and you change their direction using these little devices down here, while you open and close them with this touch slider up here. The vents on the door have a similar setup, but how it works isn't as obvious. The slider to open and close them is here, but the control to change the direction is way down here. Second row isn't enormous, but there's plenty of room for a 6'1" passenger to fit behind a 6'1" driver. And the 31 cubic foot cargo area is more than adequate. And not only has the diagonal lines, but an actual spare tire under the floor. You don't find that in every vehicle these days, especially hybrids. The X3 also has a voice-activated personal assistant that can perform some functions in the vehicle, although apparently it is still learning how to do a few things. Hello, BMW. Open the rear passenger window. Could just use the button over here, but that's kind of neat. You don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel. I guess let's try something else. Hello, BMW. Open the sunroof shade.
I can't control that part of your vehicle yet, but I'm working hard on learning it.
System is upgradable, so guess he's still in school. Along with the panoramic roof and some driver aid packages, this car's been optioned up to just over $57,000. And that includes features like a 360-degree camera system, a driving assist system for the highway that's hands-on at high speeds, but hands-off at low speeds, like when you're stuck in traffic, and it does a great job in both situations. This also has a very effective parking assist feature that works in both perpendicular and parallel spaces, and can be activated remotely from outside the vehicle using an app, although this car's not set up to do that right now. That hybrid powertrain has 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, and this does 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. And it goes through curves pretty flat as well. This comes with a passive suspension system, and while active shocks are available, I don't think you need them. These are dialed in just right. They really nailed the blend of handling and comfort, and on the comfort side, this thing is a cream puff. I took this on a road trip that was longer than 7 hours the other day, and I probably could have done another 7. It was that pleasant. And while I'm not sure all BMW fans are gonna... Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
He's always listening to this guy. Don't worry, I don't need you right now. Let me try this again. While I'm not sure all fans of this brand are going to appreciate what I have to say, the ride quality of this actually reminds me a lot of a Lexus's. And that's a good thing. But this definitely has the edge on the sporty side of the spectrum. Not a hardcore sports car by any means, but very capable on a winding road like this. The X3 M50, on the other hand, has a 393 horsepower inline six-cylinder hybrid powertrain. And for someone looking for that sort of thing in the BMW vein, oh, here he is again.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
What can I do for you?
Nothing right now, thank you, appreciate it. Getting back to what I was talking about, someone looking for this sort of thing in this brand's sort of way will think this is worth the money. At least at the current price. Hopefully those tariffs don't end up changing it too much.